July 31st, 2025. Guys, I know it's a little bit late, but I've got something that I want to share with you for a moment. We've seen probably 100 aftershocks off the island of Kamchatka, Russia here. And there was a 14-foot tsunami. We all know about it after that, 8.8. And there was a volcanic eruption here on this island. That tells you there's a lot of pressure on the plates, and it's pushing the lava up. In other words, the friction's creating the heat that makes the lava rise, and that's what we're seeing, friction, guys. That's the key. Now let's move over to our side of the Pacific Ocean and come down into Oregon just a moment, because this is very important. We have the Cascadia Fault here, and we have this major fault zone that comes through here, cuts back up all the way to this big curve at the Kamchatka Island. Now, why is Oregon important right now, guys? Because of volcanic activity, lava movement. That's a sign of something coming. And I would be very disappointed in myself if I did not do this video. But right here, let me back up. This is Portland. Again, your fault zones, you're in the middle of the Cascadia. Right here is Mount Hood. Many of you are familiar with it. I'm not. I've never been there. One of my good friends grew up on Mount Shasta, part of this whole chain. But in Mount Hood, when you start to see action there, which we're starting to see now, you really got to be careful, guys, because if there's lava movement there and there's heating, friction because of the plates, what we're looking at is this section of the Cascadia Fault Zone is pushing under Washington and Oregon and British Columbia. Same thing is happening over here. It's pushing outward and under Kamchatka, Russia. But again, coming back to Mount Hood, let's take a look at that. And guys, that's what we have here, is Mount Hood. Now, what's happening that's very concerning to me is we're starting to get smoke and some ice melt up in one of the big cauldrons there. That's telling me that we are getting pressure. We're getting, the Cascadia is moving up under the North American plate that Oregon sits on, and they're starting to feel it here. We're getting into a point, guys, in this Earth age where a lot of things are going to change. And these are the signs that it's going to happen. Let me show you something that's coming in from one of the webcams there. Now, these are very current webcams we're talking about. This is Mount Hood. Look right here, guys. Snow's melting, but also there's steam rising. That does not happen unless you have lava heating up under it. If it was the sun, you'd see this is in the shade. These areas in the sun. But again, going back and looking at it through the change, look at that right there. Mount Hood is starting to see, going into a time lapse here, something happening here. It's like a small crater opening up with the heat. What does that tell us? We didn't even get this, guys, with Mount St. Helens. Now, we did see a lot of disformation rising in Mount St. Helens before this happened. But again, things are getting strange with these big quakes. The 8.8 was the 6th largest in recorded history. We were very lucky the way that it was a vertical drop. It wasn't a strong one. It wasn't like the one in Japan, a vertical drop of 33 feet, basically. Very strong drops suddenly, but it was a vertical drop. That's why we saw the 14-foot wave come up into Russia. But guys, this is not good information. I don't have a lot of information about it, but again, they're saying out of Fox 12, Mount Hood, mystery smoke, steam, or something else. I don't know what else it would be. But we're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.